What's up, everybody? Another video coming to you today that I promised to bring to you, and this is talking about whether if the buffed AUG is back in the meta or not. They recently buffed the recoil on September 9th, then rebuffed the recoil again on September 15th for the AUG. So now the recoil feels a lot closer to what it used to. It's still a little bit stronger than it used to be, but that's probably coming from the barrel nerfs that they've had since this thing was dominant. The other recoil attacking, like the field agent grip nerfs that they've had since this came out. But this now has way less recoil than it did just a couple weeks ago, and it's definitely still usable. I don't think it's great for like super long range. I think within 75 meters and closer is where it's really going to excel until you get into the SMG range. So like 20 to 75 meters is where this thing's really going to do well. But if you can hit your shots, this thing will still melt past that 75-80 meter mark. Unfortunately, there isn't a whole lot of stats to go over because JGOD doesn't have the tactical rifles on his spreadsheet. And True Game Data doesn't have all the attachments in there. But True Game Data does have the damage values. So we're going to go ahead and look at that. And then, just in case you forgot it, we're going to go ahead and get into the loadout to run with the Cold War AUG. So let's really quick jump over to True Game Data, and I'll just kind of go over the numbers that they have on there, and then we'll jump back to Warzone for the loadout. Okay, so now we are on True Game Data, and while he doesn't have all the attachments, so I won't do the build to show you the numbers, we can just look at the head, neck, chest, stomach, extremity damage, and chest, stomach, extremities, if you hit only those areas, each burst is 120, so it takes 2 full bursts plus 1, so it's still, you can 3 burst people. You still 3 burst people if you're only hitting chest, stomach, extremities. If you hit all neck and head, you're 2 bursting people because 2 bursts, you don't even need all 6 bullets to hit head, and you're killing them. Neck, if you 2 burst, that's 156 each. You only need to do 250. So if you're hitting just chest, neck, head with 1 burst, because it does rise up when you shoot, the recoil just does this when you shoot. That's 92. That's 164. So that's another 2 bursts because that adds up to 328. So you can still 2 burst people if you're hitting all chest, neck, and head, or stomach, neck, head. Even stomach, chest, neck is, each burst is 132, so that's 2 bursts. So as long as you're getting a neck or head shot, as long as you're getting 2 neck or head shots in there, really it's 2 neck or 1 headshot along with chest, stomach, and extremities, you're going to 2 burst people. And according to True Game Data, this actually doesn't have a damage drop off. You see when you go to the 80 plus meter damage range, the damage values don't drop off. So you can 2 burst people to infinity. It's just hard to 2 burst people outside of that 75-80 meter range that I was talking about. So this gun still does melt people. It's just, it's too slow to use up close, and it's inconsistent when you're trying to hit shots at a very long range. But we can jump over to Warzone, and I'll go ahead and remind you of the good old AUG loadout. Okay, and if you've forgotten, the AUG loadout is the Agency Silencer, the Task Force Barrel, the 3x Optic, or 4x if you prefer 4x, the Field Agent foregrip, and then you can go 45 or 54 round drum is what I would recommend. I stick with the 45 because it doesn't hurt your reload, doesn't hurt your ADS time. And it doesn't hurt your reload as much as the 54 round drum. And seeing that you can 2 burst people, so it's 6 bullets. So you can almost fire this 8 times. Sorry, you can almost kill 8 people. You can fire it 15 times. So you don't need the 54 since you can, in 6 bullets, down people. So I stick with the 45 to not hurt your ADS speed and to still get the extra ammo. Like I said, the sight is up to you. 3x, 4x. SUSAT 2 times, whatever you prefer. I prefer the 3 times. If you're crazy, which I think this would be crazy, you could drop that optic, and then I would go for something like a rear grip. I would do either the Serpent or the Airborne Elastic Wrap, just to help that ADS. Other than that, you're not going to worry about close range, so you're not going to go like a Tiger Team. If you're not worrying about close range, you're not going to go Raider Pad, SAS Combat stock, or any of the stocks. I definitely prefer the 3 times. I don't like the 4 times. But if you want to experiment a little, because you don't need this thing past 75-80 meters, you could do the stock sight and do like a rear grip. But that all being said, I do think the AUG is back into the meta. I don't think it's top tier meta, but I definitely think it's in the viable, maybe the top tier viable, especially if you play Rebirth where the shots aren't that long, or you're pretty aggressive in Verdansk and you're closing in under 75, 80 meters. If you're mostly in close ranges like that on Rebirth, or if you're pushing in, this thing will shred people in the 40 to 60 meter range without question. It's a little tough against some of the top tier ARs just because this isn't as consistent, but if you're consistently hitting like chest, neck, and head shots, you're going to beat out a lot of people still with this gun. But that being said, if this video is helpful for you, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more. I will have my social medias linked down below, so please feel free to visit those. But I will see you in Verdansk on Rebirth Island. Get frying. Have a good day. Bye.
UAV overhead.
Receiving hostile.
He's one shot up top. Got one down. Oh, there's multiple.
On me. Fuck's sake.
No shot, man. Fuck me.
Dude, somebody's up here. Come on.
Oh my god, dude. All I get now.
Behind me, down the hallway, in the hallway.
Looking touch.
No.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead.
Receiving hostile fire.
Enemy UAV overhead. Oh, you fucking cunt. Tracking your position. I got. Gas is moving.
Neutralized.
No.
Receiving hostile fire. Oh, somebody was up here with me, dude.
Yeah.
Water tower's dead.
Watch out, Jay.
Oh yeah.
I was having a look.
That's his team.
Stand by for coordinates.
Enemy soldier incoming. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Only 5
That's a
remain.
kill.
Finish the job. Gas is closing in.
Marking top. We need to get to the. I'm hit.
I got movement. No targets remain. You earned the win. Let's go.